Hey guys, it's PowerPup97. You know, I love movies. I mean, who doesn't? There are tons of movies I love, some I don't so much, and even some really popular ones that I've never seen before. However, my taste in movies can be different compared to a lot of other people in the world. That is why I decided to compile a list of the top 10 movies I like that everyone else seems to hate. Now, before all you fanboys start pointing fingers at me, yes, I am aware that Doug Walker has made a list like this, but that doesn't mean I can't make one of my own. Anyway, let's get down to business. And if any of you like the movies on this list, then good for you, and if you hate them, then shut up! So without further ado, here are the top 10 movies I like that everyone else seems to hate. Number 10. Lilo and Stitch. Now this is one of Disney's more popular franchises, but it's also one of their most hated franchises. What's the reasoning? Well, when this movie first came out, a lot of people thought it was a terrible concept and automatically thought it was going to be an epic fail. A Hawaiian girl who listens to Elvis who befriends an alien who she thinks is a dog? Does that defy some logic? Yeah, a little bit. But did these bashers even see this movie, or are they just judging the book by its cover? If you actually sat and watched the film, it actually has a very strong story and lovable characters. And may I also add that it did extremely well in theaters? Number 9. The Wizard. For some reason, this 80s classic seems to get bashed a lot. I don't really know why. I mean, a lot of children of the 80s who grew up with Nintendo should cherish this movie, but apparently there's something I'm missing here. Sure, Fred Savage was a little annoying, and most of the stuff that happens other than the video games are not really interesting, but it's a movie that will surely live in your hearts. It's problematic to be sure, but not horrible. Number 8. A Night at the Museum. This movie has a lot of big-name actors, and it's very entertaining and easy to follow. I really don't understand why so many people hate this film. Sure, it is kind of silly, but isn't that the whole point? Number 7. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. If you were to ask any Indiana Jones fan, I'm pretty sure that at least 90% of them will tell you that Temple of Doom is the worst of the trilogy. Of course, that was all until Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out. I guess the reason people hate this one the most of the original trilogy is because the other two were more serious and relied on action, while this one was more of a family comedy. I still don't understand why audiences today hold such a grudge against comedy when comparing it to all the other genres. I mean, this film has a good story, Shorty is hilarious, and how can you not like that awesome minecart chase towards the end of the film? Number 6. The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Now, I will admit that TV show adaptations for the most part are really bad. However, I find Rocky and Bullwinkle to actually be quite decent. But still, millions of people bash on it to this very day. There was a good cast in this film, and I gotta admit, Bullwinkle's jokes are actually pretty hilarious, even though a lot of them seem dated by today's standards. Also, having Rocky voiced by his original voice actor is also a real treat. If you haven't seen this one, I recommend checking it out.